was a time when signing with Nike didn't just mean you were a star, it meant you made it. Michael Jordan built the house. Kobe redefined it. LeBron cemented it. And for nearly 2 decades, the swoosh was more than just a logo. It was the crown. Nike wasn't chasing athletes. Athletes were signatures wore Nike because that's what greatness looked like. And for fans, lacing up a pair of Kobe's didn't just make you feel like a hooper, it made you feel like you were part of something bigger. But behind the scenes, the landscape was shifting. The league was getting younger. Social media was giving athletes direct access to fans. And sneaker culture was no longer about tradition, it was about attention. Players didn't just want to be part of the empire, they wanted to build their own. And suddenly the question wasn't, can I sign with Nike? It became, why should I? Nike still had the crown, but the throne? It was starting to shake. Kyrie Irving wasn't just a Nike athlete, he was the guy. After LeBron, nobody sold more signature shoes. The Kyrie 1s, instant classics. By the time the Kyrie 4s dropped, he had the second highest selling sneaker line in the NBA. And he did it without being the face of a team. Kids loved him, hoopers swore by the traction, and his shoes were everywhere, from high school gyms to NBA benches. But then, everything unraveled. It started with tension. Injuries, trades, then came the social media posts. The backlash. In late 2022, Nike suspended their relationship with Kyrie. Weeks later, they officially cut ties, walking away from a player whose shoes were still dominating courts everywhere. But here's the twist. Kyrie didn't vanish. His shoes didn't stop selling. Players kept wearing them. To this day, dozens of NBA players still wear his old Nikes, taped over logos, blurred out, or just rocking them as is. Because Kyrie didn't just build a brand, he built trust. With hoopers, a generation that didn't care about corporate PR. Nike thought dropping him would erase him. Instead, it proved something way bigger. For the first time in decades, Nike needed the player more than the player needed Nike. Ja Morant was poised to be Nike's next megastar. In 2023, he became the first Gen Z athlete to receive a signature shoe from Nike, the Ja 1. The launch was a spectacle, vibrant colorways, but the narrative took a sharp turn. In March 2023, Morant was suspended for 8 games after an Instagram Live video surfaced showing him brandishing a firearm. However, the cultural landscape has evolved, and with it, the perceptions and preferences of both players and fans. Today's athletes seek more than just endorsement deals. They desire partnerships that reflect their personal values, offer creative freedom, and provide a platform for authentic expression. This shift is evident in the choices of emerging stars. Anthony Edwards, the Minnesota Timberwolves guard, chose Adidas, launching AE1, a signature shoe that quickly gained popularity. His decision underscores a desire for individuality and alignment with a brand that supports his vision. Scoot Henderson, even before his NBA debut, Henderson signed with Puma, releasing the Scoot Zero. This move highlights a trend where players prioritize brand relationships that offer them a significant voice in product development and marketing. Kawhi Leonard, known for his reserved demeanor, Leonard partnered with New Balance, a brand that complements his understated style. The collaboration has produced the Kawhi 4, reflecting a synergy between athlete and brand ethos. These choices signify a broader cultural transformation. Athletes are no longer content with being mere endorsers, they aspire to be collaborators, innovators, and entrepreneurs. Brands that recognize and support this shift are gaining favor, while traditional powerhouses like Nike must adapt to maintain relevance. The sneaker culture is no longer solely about performance or legacy, it's about storytelling, authenticity, and connection. As players continue to seek partnerships that resonate with their personal narratives, the industry must evolve to meet these new expectations. If there was ever a blueprint for what a modern Nike athlete should be, It was Kobe Bryant. Obsessed with the game, relentlessly competitive, globally iconic, his signature line wasn't